Alright, let me show you how I close the doors of my aviary when I'm in the aviary and how I keep the doors closed. This is very important when you have like golden pheasants or something else, or even just chickens that don't get along and you want to keep them separated, or you just don't want them to escape, because yeah, when a golden pheasant escapes it's very hard to catch him, because mine also can fly very good, so you don't want that to happen. So now I'll show you what you need to prepare your chicken coop just for that. The most important parts are of course the tension springs with an eye and a hook. So this part is called the eye and this part is called the hook. Then you also need some eye screws or hook screws like these ones. And of course you need some inox screws or other screws. And some roundels, preferably also inox so they don't rust. Yeah, as you can see, the wind is in my favor today, but usually it isn't. So the door always blows open when I'm in the coop and I can't really close it. So that's where the tension springs come in handy. Oh yeah, and also don't forget your drill. If you don't have screws and roundels, you could also use like a bigger screw with a bigger head that's big enough to make sure that this part doesn't get loose. But as you can see, this screw head is too small, so that's why I need a roundel. If you don't like it sticking out like this, you can unscrew it a little bit so it's looser and it just hangs. But I don't really mind that it's like this. If you're dealing with concrete poles, you of course also need to use the plugs. But in my case, I'm not gonna use them. But yeah, this was just cheaper than the ones without plugs, so I went for this one. And if you don't have a lot of force, you might also need a thong. Screw it in even further. But I think this will do fine. And now we can close the door. And it shouldn't go open now.